Logan trailer based on Old Man Logan, based on Wolverine 3 pretty much. We got freaking Red Dead Redemption 2 announcement and little teaser trailer. And we had the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 teaser trailer. And I think that's it, right? I don't know. If anything else comes to mind, I'll bring it up. But let's go back and talk about these trailers. Alright, let's talk about Logan. Now, I kind of wish it was called Old Man Logan, but, you know, it is what it is. I guess they want to keep it with the one-word name, you know, like Wolverine and the Wolverine and now Logan. It looks like the plot is very far in the future. We had to find out. We got, you know, it'll be nice. We're gonna find out where in the future, since they play with the timeline so much here and there. We don't know what the hell is what anymore. Days of Future Past fixed everything, and then Apocalypse just like, what? I enjoyed Apocalypse, X-Men Apocalypse, for those who's not sure what I'm talking about, but it just felt like it just didn't know what it was doing, so, and it was contradicting itself, even though everything's been retconned. Back to Logan. Professor Xavier is there. There's a theory saying that it's really just in Logan's head. The only Old Man Logan I know is the Secret War Old Man Logan, in which, in that world, he killed all the X-Men because he was tricked by, I forgot if it was Sinister or Mysterio. I don't remember. But he was tricked by somebody, killed all the X-Men, really hated himself for that, so he stopped doing it. Had a family got killed, so he decided to go back and become a vigilante or whatever, you know, a hero. Then with that goes this whole big adventure, and it's something else, but that's all involved in the Secret War kind of shit. The movie looks like it's just really old Logan. Perhaps his powers are not as powerful anymore because he has scars and whatnot. He's not healing as fast. And then we got a young girl who is said to be just like him. So thus X-23 is in the picture. And I know from Hugh Jackman wanted to step out of the movies as Wolverine, they're going to want to put someone in who is technically like Wolverine too. But the trailer was really good because we get this sense of something different. It looks like they're getting the picture of what kind of movies they gotta make, and using, the Man in Black's freaking music. Shit, I already forgot his damn name, man. Well, whatever. You know how the song goes. I hurt myself today to see if I'm alive. I don't know, whatever. That was cool. Had me sing the song all day. It was really good teaser trailer. Really got me amped. And it comes out in March, which is 2 things in March I'm already excited about. Power Rangers and freaking Logan. Moving on to another teaser trailer, Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, from the teaser trailer itself, I already love this movie. I cannot wait to see it. If you have not seen this, then what kind of a geek are you? You should have seen this already. It's out on the internet, and just look for it. It's beautiful. We get a shot of everybody, and it's just how it ends. Not how it ends. How it ends really is with Rocket Raccoon and little baby Groot with like the Star-Lord jacket. That's freaking great. But the little moment between Star-Lord and Drax, where he's all like, "What you need is some girls as pathetic as you, and do you need a hug?" And then he hugs them anyways. That scene right there alone made me love it. It's like, okay, you guys still got it, and I'm set. I am ready for this movie. Bring it now. Now, let me go into my Red Dead rant. Actually, no, I don't have to go into my Red Dead rant because I went into it previously, but I'm going to go into it again because in the previous episode with LP, we cut each other off a lot. I feel like I didn't explain myself. So, look, if you go into the PS4 and you go to the store and you look for the classics or whatever, and you'll see like the PS2 to PS4 games, the first one you will see right there is Red Dead Revolver. that is the first game where Rockstar jumped into the whole Red Dead thing. I believe it was Rockstar who did that one as well. It was a good game. It was a real good game. I love it. I'm a fan of westerns, so I played it like crazy. Then came Red Dead Redemption. Set the bar even higher and became a huge success. Everybody loved Red Dead Redemption. Now, I wished that they would have continued it with another Red Dead using a title with the R, like Red Dead Retribution or Red Dead Revolution or Red Dead Remembrance. I don't know, some shit. Red Dead Revenge. But instead, they went with Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I understand. It's a safer bet. Marketing on a title that's already huge, people are going to associate with quickly. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2, yes. Because I feel like people don't even know about Red Dead Revolver. So, I get it. That's fine. I'll accept it. I don't care. I will play. Okay? It's good. I still feel like I'm missing something else to talk about, but I digress. I'll talk about today, what I did, alright? Now, there's this musical out there, I don't know if you all heard of it, called Hamilton. I know, it's pretty small, it's not really a big deal, but anyways, this musical, which involves rap, or should I say hip-hop, and musical into one about on the founding forefathers, Alexander Hamilton, who actually came from Puerto Rico, I believe. He's not Puerto Rican in a sense, but he was born over there, came from there, something like that. That's why the man behind this all, Lin-Manuel. Jesus, I'm really bad with names. Anyways, Lin-Manuel, let's just call him that. He created this, and I was always interested in this guy's work because he did something called In the Heights, and I never got to see it. I don't even know if it ever even reached Chicago, and if it did, it probably was too expensive for me to attend, which I will get to that later about the Hamilton. Anyways, so this Hamilton is just like blowing up everywhere, and everybody's talking about it, blah blah. And then last year, I met some people, and they were big fans of it, and they kept talking about it. They would present the music to us, and talking about how much they saw it, and this and that. And then I on my time watch clips of it, and blah blah. And I was like, I wasn't sold entirely. I was sold for the fact that it was rap hip hop and it was by this guy and blah blah. But it was like thrown like so forced on my face that I was starting to be like, whoa, like you guys are overhyping. This is not all that. And then I watched stuff and it's like, I'm not feeling this right now. It's like, and I know why, because I needed to see the entire thing, not just a clip. You can't go and just show me like a clip of Repo the Genetic Opera and expect me to be like, because I won't. Like, it'll be like, it's all right. But if I watch the entire movie and I start like getting in that flow, then it becomes even great. And then the presentation, it's all about the presentation. So anyway, going back to last year, this friend was setting up to get everybody, as many as she could, to get to go see this Hamilton once it gets here, right? Getting the group tickets way before they were sold individually, and I agreed to be a part of this, so I put in my money for it. Let me tell you, it wasn't cheap. It was about $105 for this ticket, which is, I heard, is actually a cheaper price than what it actually goes for. I think that's messed up. I understand this play is very huge. I understand that. But shouldn't we make it available to everybody? Understand not everybody is into plays and whatnot, but we should make it accessible to everybody. These tickets should not be that much. They shouldn't. They shouldn't be that much. You're marketing to an audience that, it quite frankly has money, and why? No, but I don't know. It's to each their own. Like I like to go to wrestling events, and they're a pretty penny, for a ticket. And I've done it when I had the chance. Uh, if it's for myself, I can do it. I can get a ticket for myself, but I won't pay such a large amount. I'll be under the $100 amount, for myself. That's why I like to stick to I'm trying to focus on local and indie circuit because they're so cheap. But plus, they'll have like big names attend too here and there, and that's fine with me. But I digress. Going back to Hamilton, so got these tickets. Go almost a whole year later, and the time has come. So I went today. I attended Hamilton. I sat down. Beautiful theater, a private bank theater, and I loved it. It was a freaking great show. It had everything. It had, of course, music, great hip hop, great lyrics, great storytelling, funny and dramatic. It was awesome. And the presentation was great. They will have this circular floor that moves around, and it'll create the motion of like time passing, or people walking on the streets, or two scenes together intertwining, or it's just real good. There was even a moment where someone was backtracking to the scene that just happened and explaining her thoughts throughout it, and they like rewind it, like literally everybody rewinded and replayed the whole scenes back perfectly, like perfect position and all that. It was great. It was awesome. I am now a fan now. I probably will be listening to the music here and there, probably go through a little phase, and then it'll just disappear again until later on. Will I ever get to see it again? I don't know. I doubt it because it was so expensive. I got lucky when I got to see Wicked as well when it was here in Chicago. So I'm lucky I got to see Hamilton, and I had a good night. So if by any chance, sorry, I had to blow my nose. If by any chance you get a chance to see Hamilton, see that shit. Something else I always wanted to watch was the Book of Mormon. I never got to see it. But at the conventions, there was a bootleg of it. Like, it was taped and sold. So if you find a bootleg taped of Hamilton, by all means, get that shit and watch it. And I mean, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to endorse that, but Hamilton's making money as it is already. You don't have to worry about it. This thing is already far beyond what it is. Lin-Manuel is a freaking millionaire now. He's okay. You can go and fucking find it at the convention and freaking get it for like $5 or $10 or whatever the hell it is, and help your local convention vendors, because they are the real struggling people. Lin-Manuel's fine. This motherfucker set for life. He ain't gotta do shit else with his life. He can live off of Hamilton forever. I'll do it. If I had a play and I made it like that and it blew up, it's like, that's it, I'm good, and then start doing other stuff. No, I'll get bored and I'll start doing my own work. So, yeah, that's what it is. I'm sorry, because at the same moment I'm here watching The Frighteners, because it's the week of Halloween. It's next weekend or next Monday, pretty much. And I started Friday watching, Halloween-like movies, horror or whatever. I don't watch many, like, gores. There's nothing too gory. My kind of list is very tamed, matter of fact, and I'm okay with that. So on that Friday, I watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show remake from Fox, which was okay. It didn't suck completely, but it really didn't need to exist. Like, I'm still a big fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. The original is all it is. Tim Curry will always be Frankenfurter. If they wanted to redo it, I think they could have got someone better. But regardless, the people did a good job. What they did, it was cool. Then I watched Sweeney Todd and Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. That's a good night to start off your Halloween thing. Last night, went to the local theater over here, Logan Theater. Love them to death. Every month it's something cool, late night. And this weekend they showed Beetlejuice. That's right, I saw Beetlejuice in the theater. I don't even know if I ever did. I probably did when I was a kid. I probably didn't. And when it was this time that I realized while watching Beetlejuice just how deep it was. All right, and let me break it down to you in a minute. First, let me backtrack to when I was a kid. You watched it, it was just funny, you know. It was a funny movie about ghosts and cracked you up. And as you as a kid, you were all like, it's hilarious when he says nice fucking model, and he kicked the tree. Now as an adult, I see just how deep this movie is. First of all, this couple, I forgot their name. Anyways, Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin. They couple, no family, live in a big beautiful house, and just trying to get by. Want to get a family, whatnot. They go off to the hardware store, grab some, come back. This little fucking dog is in the way. They died dodging them, but that dog was on this little fucking wood thing that he got off and just made him die. So that dog was fucking evil as shit. Fuck that dog. I can't say like, you know, kill the dog, because then there'll be like an uproar. But fuck that dog for killing them. Go back. There goes people moving in. You know the story. People moved in. Deets. I remember the Deets. The Deets move in. They're changing up their own house. They're all like, what the fuck? This is our place. This is invasion. And they want to scare them out, but they can't. So eventually they end up calling. This whole process, I mean, this whole thing is like messed up. It's like Tim Burton loves to play with the whole notion of death, but in a nice kind of way. So we got Beetlejuice. This is where I start thinking deeply. I realized that Beetlejuice is lonely. That's all it is. Beetlejuice is lonely. Beetlejuice wants to help people. Beetlejuice wants to be accepted by someone. Beetlejuice wants friend. That's why Beetlejuice fights hard for them to choose him. And when he does get called on, he makes it a big deal. He welcomes them. He try to befriend them. He wants them to come over and eat food. He wants to be close to them. He hits on the wife, but he wants to be friends with the husband. He wants to be a part of the family. And then he feels betrayed when they don't get him. Later on, he does the task. And he feels like he's helping them, you know, like this is going to do it. They're going to see that I did a good job. They'll welcome me. We'll be friends. We'll scare them out. And we'll continue to scare people. But it doesn't work that way. But instead, he sees this young girl named Lydia and sees that she wants, like, she's like him and wants somebody as well. Now, Lydia's fine as she is, but she really likes the couple and she looks for them. And Beetlejuice is like, no, all you need to do is look for me and now help you. Then when the couple get called on, because the couple actually finally realized that they like the little girl, Lydia becomes the kid that they always wanted. Notice at the end, they treat her like they were her own daughter. So thus, the couple finally get a kid, even in the afterlife. And they get to raise this kid they get to raise this kid more than their own parents do, because her own parents won't raise her. Right, they just like go over there and do whatever you do. But these two raise her, thus turning Lydia from the emo girl to a happy, productive girl, and you know, being social and all that stuff. Blah blah blah. Shit, I just broke that down right now because I didn't even realize that. So going back to Beetlejuice, when the couples are like dying again or whatever, when they got like called on, he says, "I will help you, Lydia, but you have to marry me. I don't make up the rules. That's just the way it is." No, he made up the rule right there. He made up a rule saying that I we have to be married for me to help you. No, he didn't. All he had to do was be called on, and then he'd go over there. Unless I missed something about him being married, but he doesn't. He wants to be married to Lydia. He wants to have somebody with him and forcefully have to be with him for the rest of his afterlife or whatever. He probably was gonna kill Lydia too, so she could be with him for the rest of his afterlife. And then Beetlejuice gets, you know, gets thwarted or whatever the fucking thing is, and then he's in the freaking waiting room of death, and he's just trying to have conversation with whoever's by him, and nobody wants to be his conversation. No one wants to have conversation, and when he has conversation, he like goes above and beyond and exaggerates his stories, his life, because he wants to impress, because he wants to have friends. You understand that Beetlejuice is a movie about a freaking ghost who wants friends. That's all it is. He wants to be accepted. He's alone. He wants somebody. I just broke that shit down for everybody. And I also noticed that Beetlejuice is not even the main character in this movie. He has minimal parts and is the star of this movie. But he is not the main characters of this movie. Those couples are the main characters of the movie. Beetlejuice has less screen time than the couple in the movie. And yet he's the star. He stole every damn scene. Hilarious. That's Beetlejuice for you. It's a story of a ghost just trying to have friends. It's like Casper the Friendly Ghost, but made by Tim Burton. Wow, I just busted that out right there. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Go watch Back to the Future. Yeah, go watch Back to the Future. Definitely go watch that, but go watch Beetlejuice again with the mindset I just said. It'll be great. Oh, there's a scene in Frighteners right now where that FBI agent who's all fucked up, the actor from The Reanimator, which I've never seen and is on my list to watch this week. Love that character. So weird, so messed up. You know who else reminds me of? Crispin Glover. Crispin Glover is great. I love Charlie's Angels movie. You know why? Crispin Glover. Creepy thin man, this shit. Plus, the girls are freaking hot. Drew Barrymore, I eat it. Lucy Liu, I eat it. Cameron Diaz, only the mask Cameron Diaz. What happened? What happened, Cameron Diaz? You lost all that thickness after the mask and you became a little toothpick, and it's... But I digress. Anyway, so Beetlejuice was yesterday, today, Frighteners. You know, and Frighteners to me was one of my all-time classics. This is cool because the Blu-ray comes with a director's cut and an opening from Peter Jackson. When I found out Peter Jackson made it, I was like, oh shit, I knew Peter Jackson. You know, like I didn't, because I thought I just knew Peter Jackson from The Lord of the Rings, but turned out that I knew Peter Jackson because he made one of my favorite movies of all time. He starts off with an opening saying that it was through making this movie, that he decided to do The Lord of the Rings, basically because they had to get all this computer equipment and servers and whatnot to do the special effects on this movie. And after it was done, he needed something else to do that involved a lot of work with the computers, and that's when he come up with like something fantasy, Lord of the Rings. So since 1995 or whenever, that's how long he's been like planning and plotting the Lord of the Rings before he actually started doing it, which was by late 90s, because it came out in the 2000s, right? Like 2000, 2001, around there. That's when Lord of the Rings started kicking off. So there's some hint for you. And I've, going back to the Future, I've been a big fan of Michael J. Fox. So, this movie, Michael J. Fox, one of my childhood heroes, fighting death. And, man, this thing was, like, totally messed up. I mean, Jake Busey was the shit when he was young. He was dope. He had that face, that smile, everything from his father, but just, like, better than his father. I feel like Jake Busey face was better than his father's face, like more creepier, more cooler. he did it. I've seen Jake recently, and he was in From Dusk Till Dawn as a sex machine. He was alright in that, but anyways, Frighteners, yo. If you haven't seen the Frighteners, totally check that out. Is that one of your all-time favorite? What is one of your like Halloween tradition movies? You know, I know there's people out there who watch even gorier stuff. I mean, my list is from this to like Planet Terror, The Ghostbusters, Hocus Pocus, Casper, dude, Evil Dead, original and remake. What else I got on my list here? Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, Dark City, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Gremlins 2, Freaks of Nature, which is recent, Cabin in the Woods, freaking awesome, I love that. And what I'm missing, though, is Ernest Scared Stupid. Okay? Need that. That is a definite Halloween movie. Ernest Scared Stupid. You know what else is crazy? No. Scrooge can't be it. Scrooge is like one of my Christmas ones. Never mind that. You would think I would say Nightmare Before Christmas, but Hot Topic killed that fucking movie for me right now, so I haven't watched it in like ever. It was someone else. Something else besides Ernest Scared Stupid. That's not on my list right now. It was Ernest Scared Stupid. Shit. I forgot. I put on a tweet. I forgot what. So anyways, look, I have run out of stuff to say, but I wanted to do a Geek Much. Definitely. There have been no Geek Much video because I have nothing to unbox and don't have anything to really present or do a video about. Reaction, I could do a reaction. So just tell me, what are your Halloween movies? What do you watch? Ooh, I could do Saws. I could watch all the Saws. Anyways, what's your Halloween movies? What do you watch? And what would you like me to do a reaction video to, huh? Just like the Power Ranger one I did. This has been a Geek Much podcast. I'm your ghost with the most, Nat Stampede. And I'll catch you guys next time, alright? When the next geeky shit happens, I sure as hell will be there. Thank you. Good night.